Hello everyone, this is White Wolf, and we're going to be talking about transcending the meaning. The things that we give meaning to, the things that we give power to, the things that we feel we have to rehash and that we have to dwell within our own shadow. So what are we holding on to? Why are we the resistance? Why are we refusing to receive? Why are we refusing to transcend our emotions, our thoughts, our sense perceptions, and the illusions that we are believing in within our life? How can we transcend that all instead of descend and then dwell within a reality that does not match your vibration, that does not match your power? So stop giving your power and let go of the addiction of feeling unworthy, of feeling lack, of feeling sadness or loneliness, because you have to realize that you're the vision, because the vision is who you are. And once we accept that light within our vibration, we allow ourselves to see that we are the universe. We are our own multiverse that we're creating within this reality. So we allow ourselves to be the vision, and we allow the vision to become who we are, and we allow ourselves to emanate that vision. So what is your vision? What is your theme? What is your narrative? So what is your story? And how to just work with what you have at this exact point and multiply it by tenfold. So understanding that you are the oneness that you're seeking, and finding that audacity to be true to yourself, to be true to your alignment, to not give up on yourself, and knowing that you can never fail. There are no winners or losers in this world. I hope you know that. You can never fail. You can never fall flat on your face and not get back up, because we're having to ground ourselves within our own truth, but we're also grounding ourselves to remember what we are, to remember who we are, and to speak it into existence, and to have this clear indication that if we have our eye on that bullseye, if we have our eye on that vision, on that, not on the tunnel vision, but the vision itself. So allow yourself to be in that dreamscape of consciousness, to where you are able to prophesize what you are, to prophesize your vision, and to allow it to be a beautiful portrait of your own creation. And allow it to be a walking affirmation. Allow yourself to be a living, breathing mantra that speaks to your glory, that speaks to your existence. Allow yourself to give yourself moments of empowerment every single day. It can happen in a matter of seconds. It can happen within an hour. However long it takes for you to align your vision and to dream your life into existence all at once, simultaneously, do whatever feels in vibrational alignment with yourself. Because if you do something that's out of character, it's going to feel out of character. If you do something that's aligning to a distortion and it is a false projection of who you are, it will feel bad, it will feel distorted, it will feel negative, and it will lead you down this tunnel vision, this rabbit hole that you didn't want to go into. So you can look at it as we're growing and ascending on this path. We have peaks and valleys. So whatever we're giving credence or power or meaning to, or describing it, or giving it a specific image, you have to change the description. You have to change the meaning. You have to change what you are giving power towards. You have to give life to the flower of life, which is you. You have to breathe life within everything that you do. You have to feel glory at all times of the day, or else you're not going to feel glory. It will feel, even in your moments where you don't feel energetically sound, that you're not experiencing that empowerment. But you're working through increments. You're working through different barriers. You're working through different waves of energy. And just because you have, sometimes you're on a mountain, and then sometimes you're in a valley. Sometimes you're at the peak. Sometimes you're up. Sometimes you're down. But it doesn't mean that you disassociate from what you are. Just because you're up or just because you're down, it doesn't mean that you have changed. It means that you're changing. It's different. So it means that you're elevating. But some people think that going through waves of energy, or going through ripple effects, or going through peaks and valleys means that they have lost something No, it means that you have gained something. It means that you're embarking on a new journey. It means you're embarking on a new aspect of your alignment, of your ascension. So a lot of us feel like we have to identify with the fear or just only work with our emotions, work with what we have. Like, oh, I have to work with 1,500 for the week. What if you could multiply that into $5,000 if you invested in something? Or maybe you invested in cryptocurrency. Or maybe that you suddenly just got a new job because you quit that old one because you weren't resonating within a stale reality. It's as simple as just changing your routine. If you really wanted to change your diet, or you wanted to implement working out, and you wanted to get on the fast track journey to, not eating those processed foods because they are hindering your vibration. Even though I don't really promote that, I'm just using that as an example. So it's just little things that you can do. It's like, maybe I don't want to watch that TV program that has very heinous stuff in it. Maybe I like listening to music that some people find inappropriate. Or like you like to listen to hip hop, but hip hop empowers you by how their aggressive voice, their feeling in their voice, their lyrics, and it speaks to you in a certain way. Some people might listen to heavy metal music and it might be their zen, it might be their chi. And some people think that, oh, you're spiritual and you're listening to metal music. Well, certain spiritual behaviors are not more right than other behaviors. Some people think that, oh, if I do have a day where I'm down, that it's not accepted. Everything is accepted. That's the transcending the meaning, is that you have to accept that you can change the meaning. You have to accept that you can change the vibration, that you can change the narrative and the theme of your story that you were believing in. So you have the choice, you have the decision, you have the time. You have all the time in the world, because there is no time. A lot of us feel like there is time, and there is no time. There are only false projections and assumptions that we cannot transcend the meaning that we give things. So all the things that we give meaning to, we can allow ourselves to disassociate ourselves with that, because we talk about separation in spirituality a lot. We talk about healing or doing a lot of shadow work. That's all well and good, but how do we transcend? How do we multiply it? How do we make it more? How do we make it more empowering? We have to then choose to make the decision to accept the light within ourselves, and to accept that we're powerful, and to accept that we are the universe. We are source. We are the universe. We are the multiverse. We are the aspect of everything within our reality. So we can either have roadblocks or we can have gateways. So every time that there's a roadblock, or like a speed bump, when you see a speed bump down the road, you immediately slow down so you don't hit the speed bump, and it's like, oh God. But what if there were portals? What if there were gateways? What if there was an opening? What if there was a lifting of the veil of amnesia to help you see through the illusion, so that you're not disillusioned and that you're not aligning to distortion, pain, and suffering? And it's getting rid of the sense of having to be opinionated. Because when you're aligned with Source, you're aligning with the truth and the resonance of what you are. You're not aligning to an opinion. You're not aligning to agreeing to disagreeing. Because it's funny. There's people like, and I'm not going to talk about politics, but there was people on certain sides of the fence, and they were getting mad at people that were on the same side of the fence because they did something, or they said this person was my arch nemesis, but they have the same belief systems, right? They have the same opinions. They have the same exact opinions, but they're against each other. They're generating this rigidness. They're generating this false sense of alignment because they're being based in bias and opinion in the human perspective. So the only way that we can let go of bias, the human perspective, and the human conditioning that we wholeheartedly always assume ourselves to be, is to let it go, and also to accept the new version of ourselves, to accept that it is a new day, to accept that there is another way that we can go about our life, our reality, and manifesting. Accepting that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a new way. It is a new day. It is a empowering way to manifest the dreams of your destiny, knowing that the dreams are already here and knowing that it's waiting for you to see that you are transcending the meaning by aligning yourself to the vision of what you are and stop aligning to the vision of what you are not. So allow the vision to be a part of everything, to be a part of the scope of consciousness, to be a part of everything that is being projected out of the sense of oneness, out of the sense of love, out of the sense of unity, out of the sense of trusting your faith, trusting your vibration, and also just trusting God itself. When you have that trust with God, there will be nothing that goes against that. When you have that stability and that security to confront your shadow, to confront your emotions, but also to love them and accept them, and knowing that you can't get past your emotions when you're so against them, or you feel like they're unsafe. And this is with manifesting. This is with wanting new relationships. You have to approach them, but you also have to know that they're just opportunities. Everything is an opportunity to embark on a different aspect of your reality. Everything is just a form of initiation of reflection. So everything is being reflected back to you. Everything is being reflected as a way of ushering into a new stage and a new state of awareness. Everything is in a form of an initiation. So if you look at that as a form of an initiation, then you will always force yourself to change. You always force yourself to heal or force yourself to exercise, like I do myself. I force myself to do my cardio routine. I force myself to run, because if I get into the mindset of dwelling of like, I don't want to do it today, I don't feel like it, I just want to rest day. Or if, like with meditation, just do it, and then you will never have regrets about anything. If you just do it, kind of like Nike says, if you just absolutely do something with no thoughts, with no rigidness, with no unwilling to receive, you will receive that download that you will just exceed and do it and accomplish what you want to accomplish. And I think that a lot of people feel like they can't accomplish something because they think about it, or they get caught up in all these reasons why it can't happen, or they get caught in all these reasons how the money will not come in, and then I will not be able to do that, or the timing isn't right, or things of that nature. So there's a lot of things that go into it. But why don't people just do what they want to do? Because it's way better to do something that you love to do instead of doing something that you absolutely have disrespect towards and disdain towards. So respect yourself, love yourself, and just go do whatever the fuck you want to do. And I think that's beautiful in and of itself. So I feel like that was a good talk, and I wanted to do a meditation for you guys to kind of bring all of this coalescing inside of one and to also bring it together. So when we're doing the meditation, I want you to do forms of visualization, but I want you to experience yourself within the vision of your alignment. Like whatever you want to manifest within your life, allow yourself to open up portals and gateways and parallel realities, and also different aspects of yourself, different stages of awareness, different densities of consciousness, if you will. Because then you'll actually be there. Then you'll actually know what 0 point creation feels like. Because you have to know what it feels like. You have to immerse yourself within a realm that you're not used to. And sometimes just by taking that risk, taking that extra step to do it, will absolutely change your life. It will feel more empowering to take that step of faith instead of just taking 4 steps back and then dwelling back within a a reality, awareness that does not represent who you are, and it's confirming what you are not. So confirm what you are, because you are made of everything. You're made of source energy. You're made of Christ consciousness. So confirm what you are and disassociate from the assumptions that you believe yourself to be. And then everything in your life will change. So I guess we lost connection. Okay, we lost connection for a second. Can everybody tell me if the connection is good on the live feed? And I will just proceed with the meditation. So if anybody could let me know in the comments section if the feed is good. So we're about to do a meditation. So if you want to be a part of this meditation / visualization, if it activates something within you, or if you see something, let it be what you want it to be. So without further ado, this is White Wolf. Everybody close their eyes, focus on an object. Allow yourself to take a big, deep breath in. And a big breath out. So by changing the meaning of your reality is really making the statement that I'm going to go by my faith, I'm going to go by my truth, I'm going to go by my resonance, I'm going to go by the reciprocating energy of giving and receiving. By giving and receiving and giving that trust and giving that faith that I am the vision already that I am seeking, I am the love that I am seeking, I am the happiness that I am seeking, and the seeking impulse is driving me to a greater standpoint of unity. It's allowing me to foresee my future while I'm in the present and allowing myself to let go of the past. So it's allowing yourself to astral travel into different portals, gateways, realities within yourself, different aspects of the I am presence. It's allowing yourself to create everything in a meditative state by sitting in the stillness, sitting in the quiet, understanding that you're manifesting an illusion, but this illusion is more empowering and more flowing to your vibration than the reality that you were assuming yourself to be in before. But what if there was just love? What if there was just absolute love that you had for yourself, for your life, for everything that you were and everything that you're going to become? But it's an unconditional love. It's not a fake love. It's not fake compassion. It's not a fake truth. Because you're not restricting the flow of energy. You're going with the vibration, but you're going with the intention that I can transcend the meaning that I give things. Like, don't just say I had a good day, just say I had the best day of my life. It's a lot different than what you think it is. If that person cuts you off in traffic, just say, God bless that person. Maybe they're having a bad day, but I don't need to subject my vibration and give my power away to that person that cut me off, because then they would have won the power struggle. Even though there's no winners or losers, but for this example, let's allow ourselves to see that there doesn't need to be a power struggle with our vibration. We don't need to be against what we are. We just need to be who we are. It's that simple. If you can find the beautiful things in your life instead of the negative things within your reality, if you can find 10 good things about your life at this exact moment it will discount 50 things in your life that are absolutely terrible. It will almost feel as if you died and went to heaven, because we are here to transcend the shadow and erase the flesh within ourselves, releasing all of the toxins within our vibration, so that we can have, in a sense, a metaphysical death. But then there's a renewal, there's a resurrection, there's an ascension, that you're rising out of that shell that you were in, as if you were a beautiful monarch butterfly. But it doesn't matter what butterfly you are. It's not based in the name. It's not just based in the image. It's not just based in the description. But it's transcending the meaning behind it and inside it and around it. But it's the feeling of it. It's the vibration of it. It's the energy that is carried with it. It's not just itself. And meditating upon its own awareness. Meaning that you're not a part of the opposition, you're not a part of the distortion, you're not a part of the negative perspective about it. Because you are the prophetic nature and the prophetic vision being fully self-realized. You're allowing yourself to have a purified ego instead of a service to self ego. And it's not allowing you to stay at one point. It's not allowing you to stay just at a base level. It's not feeling like you're going to hit the ceiling and then come back down. Because there is no ceiling to consciousness. You just keep embarking on those different journeys, embarking on those peaks and valleys, and then valleys to peaks. If you don't like Cajun chicken, you can eat that honey barbecue chicken. If you don't like Cajun chicken, you can change the flavor. If you don't like onions on your burger, you can get the onions off your burger. That's why you ask at a certain restaurant, can I not have this on my plate? It's about your input and your output. It's about subtracting and adding. Fluctuation, and then integration. And then it turns into migrating back to who you actually are. By transcending the meaning is understanding that it's not only based in the description, the image, or the name, but it's the feeling, the vibration, the energy that is carried, and then what comes along with it: happiness, success, excitement, healing, worthiness, all of the names of God's source energy. And it doesn't matter if there's a bunch of noise all around me. It doesn't matter if someone puts on their tree cutter, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter. Because none of that can affect what you are right now. And that's what it means to have a non-affected awareness. Is meaning that there could be absolute chaos all around you. But are you a part of that chaos? Is that chaos of you? And the answer is no. Because you disassociated yourself from that. You've eliminated the assumption of a false projection of reality. We're not here to fear. We're not here to worry. We're not here to be lacking of anything or impoverished or suffer. To transcend how we're unwilling to receive. To allow the vision to emulate the light of our destiny. To allow it to transcend the entirety of it. Once you accept the light, then you are the appearance, the energy, the emulation, the love, the vibration, the energy of Christ consciousness. So everybody take one last deep breath. Exhale. So, this was White Wolf. I might just talk for a little bit, but with the meditation, you were supposed to visualize. You were supposed to gain whatever you wanted from it. You allowed yourself to download a part of your DNA that maybe you missed out on, that maybe you didn't understand who you were. Maybe you didn't know how to teleport within an awareness that seemed so far away from you, that seemed far-fetched. So you allowed yourself to see yourself encompassed within the light of who you are. I remember I had a prophetic vision one time, and this was in the beginning of my spiritual journey before I met my girlfriend and awakened and started doing lives. When I came from Arizona, I saw a version of myself that was older, that looked kind of like what I look like, but a little bit older more. But I was in like a nice shirt, nice hair. I looked more healthier. I looked like I was doing really well, you know. And it was like that music video of that song, "Take on Me" by Aha. It was like I was made of a drawing, but I was glowing with this light within myself. So if you can see yourself like that every day, if you are able to compliment yourself, if you're able to allow yourself to live like you're a walking affirmation, like you are a living mantra, because it's easy just to say the mantra, but then to implement the mantra and to allow it to shower that Shekinah glory over yourself is a whole nother thing. So it's like when you have that Kundalini energy. It's a combination of masculine energy and divine feminine energy, but it's also just a releasing of energy. It's a letting go. It's a renewal. It's a clean slate, if you will. So you allow yourself every day to understand that it's a shot at redemption, that it's allowing yourself to have true acceptance beyond your own personal biases. And it's like when I say that we're never really alone, I mean because we are God manifested in the human form. So we're never really alone. So I've lost two people in my life, my mother and sister. My mother mixed medications, and my sister was raped and murdered. And for a long time, I thought I lost them. But I didn't lose them because they are my guides. They guide me every day, and they're behind me all the time. They're always 5 feet away from me whenever I walk everywhere. So it's being so not attached to people, places, and things and illusions to the point where you don't have an attachment to a person. Knowing that you can always meet them again. Knowing that you can always see that you never lose anything. There's only something to gain. There's always something to tweak, and there's always something to empower yourself. And knowing that because you go through a dark night of the soul, because you go through hell, it could be your past, you allow yourself to see that there is golden arches in heaven waiting for you. It's just waiting for you to accept it within yourself. So, and I don't speak upon those things a lot because I didn't lose them. I might have lost them maybe in the human perspective in the physical form, but I gained them in the non-physical form as a guide. And that's beautiful. So, understanding that the spiritual journey will cost you a lot of things, but it'll actually allow you to let go of all the things that are costing you day in, day out, that are just keeping you stuck, keeping you limited, keeping you in a box, if you will. So I want to thank you guys. That was my live feed. And also, if you'd like to book private sessions, also if you'd like to go to my YouTube, White Wolf, the Oracle of Loveline Wisdom, Instagram, whitewolf4741. You obviously see my TikTok here. BitChute, White Wolf, the Oracle, 23_@symbol. And also, I have 2 payment links, paypal.me, Jacob Dylan Wolf, and also Cashapp, White Wolf, the Oracle, if you would like to book a private session with me and we can discuss pricing. So if you would like an appointment or anything like that. So leave everything at the door. Leave everything that you don't want at the door and just let it go. Or you can take everything in a ball of energy, and I was told this by my girlfriend many, many times because she's been my teacher and we became teachers to each other. So take everything that you don't want in your life, put it in a ball of energy and send it back to the sun, and it's gone. Then you're new. You're here. You're here to improve and embark and expand. So, but yes, feel free to book a private session. White Wolf YouTube, White Wolf the Oracle, Loveline Wisdom, Instagram, White Wolf 4741, and White Wolf the Oracle 23_@symbol. And also just check out the TikToks anytime. And thank you guys so much. I hope you appreciated the meditation and what it did for you. And I hope that you have a wonderful evening, morning, day, or night. This was White Wolf. Thank you so much.